Please stay tuned as the screen is being set up and the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast will begin shortly. Please stay tuned as the screen is being set up and the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast will begin shortly. Please stay tuned as the screen is being set up and the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast will begin shortly.
Welcome, Monterey Sports Network here. Larry Jones, Rick McNeil, Christy Jones here, coming to you live from Clinton County, Kentucky. And we are enjoying some pregame music. We are just a minute 47 left before we tip this one off. Had to come up here, had to get things set up, so we won't have any pregame as far as like we normally do, 30, 40 minutes ahead of time, but we will cover quickly this Valley High School that we are playing, and we will get updates as far as from the ladies team, and then I know our middle school is playing today, so but on to the boys game right now. We are playing Valley High School, and they are out of Louisville, Kentucky. They had about a 3-hour trip to get here. We were just an hour, give or take, to get up here. Our Wildcats have not met them on the hardwood according to our research. Information on Valley High School is limited, so we will report what we discovered in our spotlight on the opponent segment. Kentucky high schools are not divided into classifications as we are accustomed to in Tennessee, but according to the TSSAA classification system, Valley High School has had an enrollment of 856, and that is according to their enrollment census from 2012 to 2020. So they've definitely got our enrollment. Our enrollment right now is 395. The total enrollment with our reclassification was 395. The Vikings out of Valley High School are 1-8 overall this season and 0-1 in their district. Their last game was a win over Seneca, another Louisville high school team. They are averaging 47 points per game and give up 73 points per game on defense. We are back. We had to go quiet. We had the national anthem here, so we want to pay our respects to those that have made this possible for us, the men and women, past, present, and the future of our armed services. So back to us real quick. The Wildcats have lost our last 3 games by a total of 10 points, and 5 of our 8 losses, that is a combined total of 14 points over those 5 games. So we're going to have to step up a little bit. Coach Martin is back with us tonight. So this is the first of our 2 games today. So right now we are getting ready to play Valley High School once again out of Louisville. Second game tonight is going to be against the home Clinton County High School. So on the floor for Valley High School, they start 0, Patterson, 2, Carter, number 4, Taylor, 5, Wade, and 14 is Flanagan. So on the starting lineup for our home team, we're going with Dylan, Lowhorn, Sorkin, Borjas, and Randolph. So we are about to tip this one off and get this Christmas tournament underway. And ball is tipped up and actually tipped out of bounds. So it will actually we will actually get that on the tip. And ball is put into play. Dylan is taking it back court, brings it over to the front court. Over to Lowhorn, looking for Randolph. The backdoor cut there, and it ends up, it's going to be a foul is going to be called on 0, which is Patterson. First team foul of the night for Valley High. Fouls Dylan there, and Dylan tries to post him up there and off, kind of getting batted around, and we end up getting it back there. And there's Randolph, and it ends up becoming a jump ball off a stuck. Ends up gets stuck between the rim and the backboard, and that turns it over to Valley High School. So the one good thing about that is the fact that that'll come back to us on the jump ball. But here is Carter bringing it over the timeline. So Carter goes over to Patterson. Patterson back to Carter. Back to Patterson. Carter over to, that's going to be Wade. Wade skips it over to Carter. Or I'm sorry, that was Patterson that took that shot, and he's off on that. And Dillon gets the rebound and brings it across and has it stolen by, that's going to be Wade that steals that and kicks it over to Carter. He misses that layup there. J-Lo there with the board and is going to bring it up. Brings it across your timeline here, and the time is 6:53. We are kind of in the gym similar to Jackson County's gym, same colors and kind of the same, and we've got an offensive foul that's going to be called on Dillon.
Foul is on number 5, Brandon Dillon.
That's going to be his first, team's first right there. So it's going to be Taylor bringing it over to Patterson, back to Taylor into Carter. Swings it over to Patterson for a 3 from the corner, and he knocks that down there. So that's going to put your score at, and they're going to press. And we get it across the timeline. Not too much of a press there. And that's going to go, Randolph misses that one there. Rebound, and Carter's going to bring that across the timeline here. We just got to settle down right now. 6:05 left in this first quarter. And there's Carter for a deep 3 there. Comes off, and Dillon is running. Holds up, and then pulls up and goes short on that. Carter with the rebound, and he's bringing it down the right side here. Swings it to Wade. Wade over to, that's going to be, no, that's Wade, excuse me, taking that shot. That was a pass from Taylor. And Dillon has brought it over to J-Lo. J-Lo across the timeline here. Over to Randolph. 5:27 left. Then Randolph goes for a drive and the hoop. So that makes your score 3-2. Walker High School, or Valley High School, excuse me, is currently up 3-2. So they're swinging it around the top of the key. That's going to be Taylor's going to control the offense. He takes the 3 from outside. And Borjas ends up with the rebound, kicks it to Dillon. Dillon inside already to Randolph. He swings it to J-Lo. J-Lo from the left wing and knocks down the 3. A Monterey Foods 3-pointer. And looks like Valley High School, excuse me, is going to take a 30-second timeout. So we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to Monterey Sports Network with your score 5-3. Our Wildcats are currently winning with 4:40 left in this first quarter, and we just want to appreciate A1 Auto. They are our first quarter sponsor. We couldn't do this without our sponsors there, as Valley High School is swinging it around, and then they end up gets their own rebound, and then ends up becoming a jump ball, and that's going to be our ball. But we are in our first volunteer bank booth, and didn't have our Monterey Drugs pregame, but anytime we hit us a 3-pointer there, got our Monterey Drugs 3-pointer, and Mr. Danny Todd, and that's going to be the hoop and the harm. That's going to be good to go by Randolph, and that's going to be a foul on number 14, and that is going to be on Flanagan.
That was on number 14, Flanagan, his first, team's second.
Nope, he calls it on the floor. My mistake, excuse me. So we bring it inbound. And there's Randolph. Gets it partially blocked. And then it ends up going out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Valley High School. So as Valley brings it across the timeline here, they're swinging it around. And that's going to be Wade over to Patterson, and Patterson takes another 3. Off the back of the rim, Randolph gets a board, and it's quickly stolen away there by Wade. And up and under, reverse layup there by Wade, and that ties it up. May have jumped into almost a diamond press there. Actually, it's going to be a man press. It kind of just sagged back a little bit, but there's Randolph controlling it. And has a pass stolen there by Taylor. And layup rolls in. So as we bring it back across, getting ready to bring it across the timeline there. There's Drew. Brings it down the left side. Into Randolph. And that's going to be a foul on number 14 there, which should be his second. Flanagan.
Foul is on number 14, Jeree Flanagan, his second, team's third.
So we are at 3:06 left in this first quarter. Randolph's at the line for 2. And looks like he's got blood on the jersey. So it's going to be Randolph's going to have to walk to the bench, try to get that off real quick, and then so it looks like we're going to take a timeout with them. There's a timeout on the floor, so we will take it with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handle your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's
So as we are getting this game going back, Randolph has changed into jersey number 14, had blood on his uniform, so we're going to have to get that out. But so he has changed. So if you hear me say number 14, that's going to be Silas Randolph. Banks the first one in. Bank's still open. We are in Clinton County, so we will bank that one. So as of right now, Randolph has 3 points, 3 of our 6. That goes off the back of the rim. And rebound. So that's going to be Clinton County bringing it, or I'm sorry, Valley High School, bringing it across the timeline. So they're swinging it around there. Patterson's driving that baseline. Good jump stop there and swings it back out top to Carter. So Carter kicks it into Wade, and then Wade kicks it back out to Carter. Shot coming from outside there. And that's going to be your rebound by the Wildcats. And we are across the timeline there. And there's Randolph with the ball now. And up and in. So that's going to make him with Randolph's got 5 of our 8 points right now. So as we're coming down to under 2 minutes in this first quarter, there's a 3 that's going to be taken and knocked down by Carter.
3-point goal by Marion Carter.
That will make the score 10-8. J-Lo's having a little trouble getting free of the guy that's defended him. And it's going to be called for another travel, Dylan does. And sub coming in right now. We're going to have Fowler and, let's see. Fowler and Bowden, they just checked in. So they come in for J-Lo and for Dylan, and there's a offensive board that gets its tip right back in. So we've just come out a little flat. Thought we were going to be okay, but we've come out a little flat. So we're going to have to settle down and get a little pep in our step. There's J-Lo over to inside the Borjas and back out. But it came from Bowden, and Bowden has a turnover. And that's going to be Taylor with the steal, and he's going to get called for a travel. Number 1 for Valley High School checks in. That's going to be Cotton. Cotton checks in for Flanagan. Dillon now checks back in for our Wildcats and gets J-Lo. So on the floor for the Wildcats, you're going to have Dillon, Borjas, Randolph, who is up and in right there, Fowler, Bowden. That's going to be 7 of our first 10 right there. There's a 3-pointer taken. They are quick to shoot threes. And that's going to be on 14, so that's going to be on Randolph.
That was on number 14, Silas Randolph, his first, team second.
It's going to be his first on the night. Second team foul for Wildcats. Third. See, Valley High School has 3, but they are quickly swinging it around. And got called for travel, got called for steps. It's Taylor. So now on the floor, Gabriel is going to check in for Taylor. That is Valley High School with your score. 33.8 seconds left in this A1 Auto Repair first quarter. Score is Wildcats 10, Valley High School 12. And that's Dillon inside to Randolph. He posts up. He's posting up Carter there and scores up and in. It's going to even up the score. So as we are in our typical matchup zone, and then running our coaches sent them. There's a shot taken by Wade that knocks it down, and there's coming to the end of the first quarter is going to be your score, 14-12, and we will take a break.
First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And the start of our second quarter, which is going to be our First Volunteer Bank second quarter. Looks like on the floor for the Wildcats is going to be Fowler, Randolph, Dillon, Bowden, and Borjas here. So to start this second quarter, ball goes to Valley High School, and they're swinging it around and have a backdoor cut there by Flanagan, who gets fouled. That's going to go against number 12, which is going to be Borjas. So Flanagan is at the line shooting 2. First one is up. No good. So Valley High School currently has the lead at 14-12. Next one is short, so ends up missing both free throws. This Flanagan. Dillon's bringing it down the left-hand side there. Swings it to Bowden. Randolph. Randolph inside. Gets boxed. Borjas is battling, and Bowden ends up with it. Kicks it over to Dillon. Dillon knocks down that Monterey Foods 3-pointer right there. Makes your score 15-14 with 7:20 left in this second quarter. That's going to be Wade is coming down the left-hand side. Comes over to Flanagan, and then a foul after is going to go against Bowden, and that was super late.
That was on number 10, Chandler Bowden, his first.
I mean, it was the ball should have been. We should have been going back down the other end. There was a long time that was between that foul and. So Flanagan hits that first one. Second one is up and good. So he knocks down both of them. And Bowden is going to bring the ball across the timeline. And great entry pass there by Bowden to Randolph. Kind of has her man sealed off, so it's going to be Randolph shooting. He's going to the line to shoot 2.
That was on number 3, Richard Gabriel, his first, team's 4.
Randolph at the line, misses the first one. Misses the first one, knocks down the second one, so that's going to tie the game at 16, and that's going to be Vaughn. Vaughn's checking in for Gabriel. So we're still with our same group that started this second quarter of Fowler, Dillon, Borjas, Randolph, and Bowden. And they have a try to hit Flanagan in the short corner and gets tipped out of bounds, and comes Wildcat basketball. So Dillon brings it across your timeline real quick, and then he's going to get fouled. He's going to be shooting 2. So Dillon's going to the line to shoot 2, which I think this is just going to be a free throw shooting contest, and we're going to have to step up and knock him down. So Dillon's going to the line. First one is up. No friendly roll on that one. Second one is getting ready to go up and good. So second one is up and good for Dillon. Makes your score 17-16 with 6:40 left in the half. So there quickly, the pass came from Cotton over to Vaughn. Vaughn takes a skip and then a hop and gets called for a walk. So that is what you heard. You got a walk on that. So as the turnover there and comes back, turnover comes back over to our Wildcats there. And there's, let's see, swinging it around to Dillon. Or I'm sorry, from Dillon to Fowler. Randolph takes a 3. It's a long rebound. Dillon gets the board and goes in to shoot a layup. Makes your score 19-16. Wildcats are currently up. So it's going to be Cotton into Wade, back to Cotton. No good on that one. And that was a pass by Lamont over to Flanagan. No good there. So Vaughn, and we've got Vaughn over in the corner. That's going to be Wade. Wade over to Lamont. And no good there. And it's chased down there by Cotton. So inside there to Wade. And he knocks that one down. So make sure to score 19-18, 5:20 left. And Dillon brings it across the timeline. And hits a runner right there. So it's going to give Dillon 2 points, 2 more points right there. That's going to be 8 and a quarter, or eight for the half for him. As McDonald and They shoot a lot of threes, that is for sure. And Fowler was on the floor after a three. Ends up, Randolph was falling. Unfortunately, he was in position. He just started falling before he got there. But going to be shooting two. That's going to be Flanagan shooting two. That's Randolph's second. So get ready to check in. You've got J-Lo, Holcomb, and McDonald set to check in. Got Flanagan at the line right now. Flanagan's going to be shooting two. And misses that one. So for your Wildcats on the floor, you've got Holcomb, McDonald, Dellin, Bowden, and J-Lo. So we've gone to a smaller, quicker lineup. And then Valley High just had a couple check in. That's going to be Carter checking back in for Flanagan. So both teams have kind of gone somewhat small, so we'll see how much pressing and anything that's going to be done. But there's Bowden bringing it across the timeline, waiting on the screen for McDonald. And we had a lot in one place there, and they're going to call a jump ball, which is going to stay with us. And we had several that cut in the same position, kind of in the same place. So it kind of bounced around there, and then they end up tying it up. So there's Dillon inbounds it, and there's a great board by J-Lo. And he goes down to the floor. We end up losing the ball there, and there quickly Valley High is back across. And there's another shot by Wade taken. Holcomb has the ball, kind of has it taken away there. And there's great hustle getting on the floor there. And there's Bowden. There's Bowden with the points. Makes your score 23-19 after the turnover. And we are in our 1-2-1-1 press there. And J-Lo goes for it. But we have nobody down here rebounding. So that's short again. That's their Valley's third time. So it looks like it's going to be an and one. And a foul is going to go on. Not sure who he signaled that on. I think it's going to be on J-Lo. And that's going to be Carter knocks down that second one. So Bowden is checking out. That means Borjas is checking back in. So J-Lo inbounds it to Dillon and then back to J-Lo. And J-Lo brings it across the timeline. Waiting on the screen there. And their pass over to McDonald ends up getting stolen. And then McDonald hustles back down the floor and steals. Now we've got Dillon bringing it up quickly down the right side. And up and in. That's going to be his 10th point on the night right there.
Basket by Brandon Dillon.
So there's going to be a lane or a delay game on Dillon for kind of pushing the ball after it goes through. They don't want you touching it. And I'm not saying that he did anything. They just called a delay game. Next one, I'm not as sure. That should have been another walk. But we're not getting those. So Carter goes in. Scores 2 on that one. So it makes your score 25-24. Our Wildcats are currently. And there's going to be Dillon's going to get called for steps right there. And Fowler comes in for him. So Carter brings it across for Valley High School across the timeline in there, swinging it around, and Wade slices down the lane, shoots a layup, so that puts Valley High back up by a point. McDonald over to Fowler. Fowler to J-Lo. Over to Fowler on the right side. And Fowler over to J-Lo. Shoots a three. No good. And we have nobody down there. Doesn't look like anyway. Carter brings that back over. And there's Patterson. And we get a hand check over. Get a hand check on. That's going to be on Holcomb there.
That was on number 23, Drew Sorkin, his first team 7.
So going to be shooting 1-on-1. That puts Patterson at the line for 1-on-1. Dylan set to check back in, and he checks in for McDonald. First one up and good from Patterson. So sounds like they're about to match up and play man-to-man defense. So they knock down, that's going to be Patterson knocks down both of them. And makes your score 28-25, Valley High School. Dylan over to J-Lo, back to Dylan. That should be, we're just not getting anything as far as. And there's a three that's taken by Dylan. A Monterey Foods 3-point. Bang, bang, bang. And that ties up your game at 28-all with 1:20 left in this first half. Carter swings it over here to Patterson. Patterson puts it on the floor. Goes down, pulls up. No good. And Dylan gets the board. Over to Holcomb. Holcomb tries to kick it up the floor there to Fowler, and it ends up going out of bounds, so we retain possession. 1:03 left in this first half. Just kind of being a little sluggish for our guys today. It's kind of the way we've played the last few games, so hopefully we can get it up and get it going as J-Lo puts the ball on the floor. 57 seconds left. Kicks it back out to Dylan. So swings it over here to the right side to J-Lo. And kicks it over to Dylan, who loses it. And Bowden checks back in for Dylan. So with 35.9 seconds left. So as Valley brings it over, they've got one that wants to stay. It's going to be Wade that wants to stay right at the free throw line. And then they have somebody in that short corner. Patterson kind of gets trapped, so hopefully we don't bail him out with a foul there. That should be 5 seconds. We have a timeout that is called. So we're going to take one with them, so we will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to the Monterey Sports Network. This is Larry Jones. We are 16.4 seconds left before this halftime of this first game here. We will play again tonight as far as the guys team. Girls should be, if not tipped off, should be maybe tipping off right now. So Valley brings it in, and they're swinging it around there, swinging it around the key to the right side, back to the left. And there's a 3-pointer that's taken by Carter with 4 seconds left.
3-point goal by
And there's Bowden takes a 3, and it is no good to go to halftime, and that's going to make your score 31-28 going into the half. We will be right back.
Please stay tuned for the Thornton Agency Halftime Show, where we'll recap the first half action as well as go over stats of the first half after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Vinny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to the Monterey Sports Network. As you can hear in the background, we are definitely enjoying this music that we've got here. Some of these kids nowadays, they probably be like, what in the world is that? But without some of this stuff that they're playing, we wouldn't have the things that these kids are listening to today, that's for sure. But we were talking with the guy that does the radio for Clinton County High School, and they are sitting at around 452 as their enrollment here, give or take. So, and they don't have classifications. He said that what they do is the 120 of the lowest enrollment in the state of Kentucky kind of are put in one classification, and then it sounds like almost every man for himself or a lady for herself in the others. But leading the way real quick for the Wildcats, Brandon Dillon right now has 13. The Hammer, I believe he's got 10, and J-Lo with 3. And Bowden with 2, so we're going to have to pick it up. We're playing a little sluggish. Not something that I would kind of expect out of a 4 o'clock tip-off, but I will say sitting on the bench is Weston Clow. He is here. He is not dressed, so I know that we definitely miss him. We need him to get better. And we want to thank Tommy Williams, which is Weston's grandpa, that kept up with our stats for us Friday night. So we want to give a shout out to both Mr. and Mrs. Williams, and we hope that you guys are doing well. And we will see you guys probably next home game, which I know it should be after the first of the year. But right now we're struggling a little bit. We have 4 that are currently listening, 36 that have checked in. We just got to get it going. Those of you that are watching, it's kind of our body language. I thought was going to be okay. It was looking pretty good during warm-ups, and there has been we've had to adjust how the referees here in Kentucky are calling this game. Yes, we're not far from home, but they're calling it totally different as far as actually calling things that, as far as some fouls that are getting called. Some that are not. So we've got some of their kids that are just grabbing the ball at the top of at the half court and just throwing them. So I guess that's how they're warming up. But right now, not sure on their scoring, but I do know that their number 2 which is Carter, has hit several for them. Patterson, which is 0, he's hit. So their scoring's kind of been trickled around. But I know we've got to stop them as far as once they get somebody with the ball at the free throw line and then have somebody that's running that short baseline, that's definitely hurting us. And then just our fundamentals. That's one thing that I try to preach on, is doing fundamental stuff. That is what keeps you in the game. That is what wins you games. Boxing out free throws, which Randolph the Hammer is shooting free throws right now. Just those little things. Those little things you'll win a game or you'll lose them. So you got to do those little things in order you can go from being a good team to a better to great by just doing those little things. So we appreciate all those that are listening to us, that are following us as we are getting ready to start our 3rd quarter, which is Absolute Fitness. We just had our Thornton Agency halftime, and normally we will have a mid-game from Monterey Foods, which the Todd family is here, but we will we will have one. And then we will get going. We do have another game at 7 o'clock, and that's going to be against the home team of Clinton County. So we'll talk a little bit about them. But as of right now, we are averaging 53 points per game on offense and holding competition to 52 points per game. So, our game the other night was a little bit slower until the fourth quarter. So we're going to have to pick it up a little bit and get after it this quarter. So starting the third quarter for your Wildcats is going to be Holcomb, Dillon, Borjas, Randolph, and Lowhorn as they are swinging it around there. There's at the free throw line is going to be Wade, who takes that shot again. They swing it quickly over to Flanagan after they get their rebound, and they knock it down. So that's Patterson, that knocks that down. And Holcomb quickly over the timeline to Randolph, back over here to Lawhorn, back to Dillon. And there's Dillon gets called for a walk. And so we have another turnover. Patterson quickly has it over to Wade. Out to Carter. And they force that one up, but Flanagan is there for the up and in. Make sure to score 35-28. Wildcats are currently trailing by 7, so we're going to have to dig down deep and be ready to play. And there's a push right there that's going to be on number 4 or 5. They were both. That's going to be on number 4, Taylor, his first foul with the push. So Dillon is bringing that in. And goes up. No good there. And is back down the floor. And that's going to be an illegal screen that's going to be called on Wade. That's going to be the second team foul that's on.
His first, team second.
It's going to be on Wade, his first, team second of this half. So turns it back over to Wildcats. And that's Dillon inside to Randolph. And that no good, but Borjas gets it, and I don't know how there was not a foul on any of that. Or that right there as far as, it's not sure how none of it's getting called.
Basketball, Jerry Flanagan.
That goes to, they're going to get called for a walk there. And coach is wanting to call, just like we are as well, and nothing is being called. Can't buy anything, can't get anything called. So that, let's see, who just checked in for us? That is going to be Bowden checks in. As that is Tyler driving it all the way around and then swings it to Carter. And Bowden gets the board. Kicks it up to J-Lo, and J-Lo's bringing it across the timeline there. Kicks it up to Dillon. Dillon takes a 3 from the left wing and knocks it down for a Monterey Foods 3-pointer. Make sure to score 37-31. And that makes number 16 as far as point-wise for Dillon on the night. And that's, I don't know how that's not a walk. We do finally get it. So we do appreciate all the help that the Clinton County teams have, their radio people have helped us out with, and coaches, and we appreciate their help that they've provided for us up here. That's Bowden bringing it across your timeline on the left-hand side, brings it over to the right. Inside to Randolph. Not sure what happened. He loses control over it, and then it goes back over. We're no boxing out there, but that's going to be Taylor taking that in, and then it comes off, but Flanagan for the tip in. Makes her score 39-31 as we don't have anybody boxing out there. So here's back over to Dillon. That's J-Lo over to Dillon. And ends up going out of bounds. And late again on the foul that is called, but they have one called. That's going to be on Randolph. So that's going to be Silas's third foul. First of the half, you got McDonald and Holcomb set to check back in, and Fowler set to check in. And Flanagan hits the first one. As they check in for Lowhorn, Bowden, and Borhaus. Misses that one, but your score right now is 40-31. Ball comes over to Fowler and goes to Randolph, and they finally get one called. Finally gets a foul called.
That was on number 5, Larry Wade, his second, team's third.
Randolph misses the first one. Second one is up. Misses the second one there. McDonald's battling for it. And there goes Holcomb for the layup. He steals it from Flanagan and knocks that one down. So we've got him trapped right there. And ends up Flanagan. That's going to be Taylor. Kicks it over to Flanagan, and he misses it. Randolph gets a board. Now we try to, that's Fowler, threads that one through. And then he ends up calls a jump ball as coach is trying to call a timeout, but it ends up being a jump ball, which we retain possession on that. And looks like we are going to take a timeout, so we will take one with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. We are in our Absolute Fitness third quarter. With your score, currently we are down 33-40. Looks like on the floor for us, we've got Holcomb, Randolph, McDonald, Fowler, and Dillon. They're swinging it around there. So looking for Randolph cutting. And he takes it down the left side, up and in. And we are quickly pressing. And that's going to be Taylor shooting a wild shot. And inside to Randolph, up and under. That's going to make her score 40-37. That's Randolph's 14th on the night. Going to make your score 40-37 with 2:55 left in this third quarter. As they're swinging it around there. That's going to be Carter taking the three and rims out. He's hanging on the goal. Thank you. We've got a technical that's going to be called. So we're going to be shooting those. It should be.
We have a technical foul on number 0 for Valley, Andrew Patterson, for hanging on the rim.
That's going to be a 2-shot technical, and then that's for hanging on the rim because he cannot do that. So.
Go, Brandon!
Dylan at the line is going to be shooting 2. First one rims out. So it'll be 2 shots and the ball. Second one is rims out also. So with 2:43 left, that's going to be our ball. Had a chance to cut it within 1, and we do not. So as we inbound that to Drew, brings it on the right side. That's a great. That's all right. Thank you. We finally get a 2-shot, hopefully a 2-shot foul. That's going to be a foul on Flanagan, who doesn't like the call. It's going to be his third. McDonald gets fouled shooting that. We got to come up with the name for McDonald. So he's getting ready to shoot his second. And that one looked good. Great shot. Cole McDonald in the books for the night. Makes your score 38-40. And there's a stolen pass there by Holcomb. Great decision. Great decision. And there's a kick out. McDonald's keeping that alive there. And they quickly have it back down the floor. Cotton shoots and scores that one.
Basket by Andre Cotton.
And there we go. We catch them kind of sleeping down low, and that's McDonald for 2. Makes your score 42-40 with 1:45 left in this third quarter. And it's going to be another walk there. As Cotton takes 2 steps and then shoots that. Not sure about that, but hey, we will take it. So here's Dylan bringing it. And Dylan stops and pulls out, knocks that one down, and makes your score. That ties their score right there. I believe that it's his 16th, 18th point on the night right now. That ties your game at 42. There's a 3-point taken by, that is Cotton there. Randolph gets it. Kicks it to Fowler. Smart decision there by the diaper dandy there to hold up. And then catches Randolph cutting to the goal. That's going to be good with a layup right there. That's going to be, and looks like they are going to take a timeout, so we will take one with them. We will be right
Sometimes
back.
the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny.
Welcome back. We're still in the third quarter, Absolute Fitness third quarter. We are right at 1 minute left in this third quarter. I misspoke earlier as far as the girls. They should be starting at 7. So, junior high should be starting soon. They start at 6. So, we'll start getting updates. Maybe we can update those during our next game for the boys. And that was almost a steal there by Fowler. And we finally have a charge that is taken there by Drew. So that was huge right there. That's Carter's first. So as we got to use our screens. We didn't use our screen right there, but handoff to Randolph. Skip pass to the other side of the floor from the left side to the right side. That is Taylor that's providing great pressure, and there's a backdoor cut by Dylan. A great look, way to finish, because he goes from he shoots out, catches it with his right hand, but switches it to his left and scores that layup there. And there's a three-pointer that is taken, and we are going to take the lead going into the fourth quarter. So we are at 46-42, and we will take a break. We will be right back with the fourth quarter.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042. Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown.
Welcome back. We are in our Larry Wiley fourth quarter. As we are currently, the Wildcats are currently winning 46-42 to start this. So we have, that was blue ball there. So on the floor for our Wildcats, you got Fowler, Dillon, McDonald, Holcomb, and Randolph. As they are moving it around. That is Carter with the ball. So for Valley High School, you have Carter, Taylor, and that's Taylor taking the three that comes up short. Wade, Gabriel, and Brumfield. So as the ball comes over from Randolph to Dillon. That's Dillon. He pulls up. It's going to be short, and that's going to be over the back on Randolph. That's going to be his fourth.
That was on number 14, Silas Randolph, his fourth. Team second.
So that's Randolph's fourth with 7:13 left in this game. And so there's Dillon bringing it across the timeline. And then he's going to be called for a walk. So Dylan gets called for steps there, and I believe that is the referee calling that because of, I think that may have been called because of some of our fans, unfortunately. But that's going to be Carter taking that. And that's Fowler with the board. That should be a foul there. He pretty much wrapped him up, but nothing's called. Fowler's controlling it right now. There's McDonald with it. Here's Randolph. Hopefully that should be, there we go. And it's going to be a block. And that's going to be, he's going to be shooting 1-and-1. So Randolph goes to the line. He's going to be shooting a 1-and-1. It's their 17th foul. We currently have only fouled twice. Borhaus is getting ready to check in. I think we're going to play a little defense for offense and try to keep Randolph from picking up a 5th foul. First one. Misses that one. And he gets his own board. And scores that one. Makes the score 48-42. So hopefully we can get, there's a steal by McDonald. And, okay, all right. So he gets it stripped away by Carter there. So that gets our sub in because it now is a dead ball. So Randolph is in, or out. Borhaus is back in. So Dylan inbounds that to Fowler. So we've got to just be smart. Fowler over to Holcomb. Over to Borhaus. Great cut. And then he moves up under him. And then there's McDonald. Almost has a tip in. So we hustle back down where we need to be as far as defensively. Close out. And there's a three-pointer by Patterson there. He knocks that one down. That's going to make your score 48-45. So Drew is currently controlling. Over to Dylan. McDonald brings it back out over to Drew. And there's a block. So Dylan's going to be shooting 1-and-1 right there.
Go, Brandon! Fouls on him before Stephen Taylor, his first. Team's 8.
Dylan knocks down the first one. Front end of the 1-and-1. J-Lo is set to check back in. Second one is good. Going to give Dylan a breather right now. Your score 50-45 with 5:03 left in this ball game. Hopefully we can. That's his 22nd. As Rick's letting me know, that's Dylan's 22nd point on the night. It's been definitely needed him. So now we just got to. That's Patterson again. Take the three. And then we have a loose ball. That kid hits the floor. We have. So that's going to be on Holcomb, 23. That's going to be his second.
Team's 3rd.
It's going to be our third team foul, but there we go. We've got, they're swinging that in. There's a three that's taken by Carter that rims out, and then glad that rims out, and that goes to Borhaus. The worm gets that board. I'll say it's good to see. There's a three that was taken by Drew. He misses that, follows his own board, which is what we all are supposed to do as you're shooting that. 5-point lead we are in with 4 minutes. We're coming under 4. That's got to be a foul, but they're not going to call it. and we have a timeout, so we are going to take a full timeout with him with your score at 50-45. Wildcats are up.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Welcome back to Monterey Sports Network. We are in fourth quarter with 3:54 left. Your score is 50-45. Currently, Monterey Wildcats are up. So as Dylan inbounds the ball to Borhaus, and then goes back to Dylan. He goes in and ends up having a block shot by Flanagan. And they are quickly back down the floor, and they're trying to draw a foul on Randolph, as he has checked back in. And that would have been his fifth. He's got to let this one go. And he does smartly on that one. So that's going to be Carter. So they're going to do everything that they can to foul him out there as he's handling the ball. And it goes over. Good cut there. He gets cut. All right, good cut by Cole. He gets called for steps there. So Coach Martin does agree with that call. It was close from up here. So we have got to do a better job. That's going to be short right there, and we've got to box out, and that's got to be. He calls a jump ball. I don't know how in the world you call a jump ball, but he did. That was a shot that was taken by Tyler, and he ends up calling a jump ball. As that is Fowler checking back in for McDonald. Holcomb inbounding to Fowler. And there's a reach. So that's going to be Fowler going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So we are at, that is the third foul on Wade. And we are going to a 1-and-1. Fowler's going to be shooting. He calls a foul on Borhaus there. I don't know how. So he is saying that Borhaus was smacking him, but that's going to be on second Borhaus. That's fourth team foul. That should have been. It should have been a walk, but no call. So that's going to be Carter going to the line to shoot two. That's on Borhaus. That's his third. Carter's at the line, going to shoot two. First one up and good. Second one is up and good. He waves that one off because nope, got a full timeout. My mistake on that. So we got a full timeout. So we will take that one with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Welcome back. We are in fourth quarter here with your score, Monterey Wildcats. Our Monterey Wildcats are currently leading 50-49. Taking the floor for the Wildcats is going to be Holcomb, Lowhorn, Dillon, Randolph, and McDonald. Hopefully we can hold on to this 1-point lead there as they are pressing. Swing it over to Holcomb. Kicks it up to McDonald. He swings it over to Dillon. Holcomb's taking care of it right now. He gets called for steps. And so we have a turnover right now. It's going to be Taylor inbounding that to Wade as he brings it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Patterson. Patterson over to Wade, over to Carter, back to Patterson, swings it over to Wade, back to Carter for three as he takes a three from the right-hand side. No good. That's going to be, there's no 3-second call that's been called. And Randolph alters that shot there from Flanagan, but not sure how. That's nothing. So they're definitely letting them play. I don't know how. As they're swinging it around, there was no call there. We just got to close out, do a better job closing out on the shooter there. And that's McDonald battling. And that's going to stay with Valley. That's going to be Borjas coming back in for McDonald. So as they're swinging that around there, that's Flanagan. We're not boxing out. That's a walk, but it turns into a jump ball, so that's our ball. So with 1:08 left, your score is 50-49. Inbounds to Holcomb. We got a clear out there. He's going to bring it up to J-Lo. Thank you. We get a foul, so J-Lo is going to go to the line and shoot two. Now, that is their 10th team foul.
Go, J-Lo! His fourth. Team's 10.
Another one of those games where if we hit all our free throws, or a good majority of them, this game is over. Misses that one. Second one is up. That rattles in. Makes your score 51-49 with 1 minute exactly remaining. And ball is finally in action as Taylor rolls it. They roll it to Taylor. As Carter is dribbling. We just got to find our shooters, and Flanagan's been one. Actually, we got to get Flanagan out. Not sure if we don't go man here, but we're still in our zone. They're going to hold it either. I'm going to guess they're going for the win, but I'm not 100% sure. And there's a three that is taken from the corner. that Patterson hits over there.
3-point goal by Andrew Patterson.
And there is, it's inside there, and that is Randolph there. And we have a timeout that we're going to take with them. So we will be back as your score is 53-52 Wildcats.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-58.
We are at Clinton County High School, home of the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs, just over the line into Kentucky, not far, about an hour from home. So your Monterey Wildcats are currently winning right now, 53-52, and we are at exactly 13 seconds left in this game as Valley has to inbound it and go the full length of the floor. And so Coach Martin's giving them their final instructions as they get ready to go. Gary put the ball in play. So hopefully this won't come down to where it turns into a referee call. Hopefully it'll be just a straight up. That should have been a walk, and there's a foul. As we are yet to shoot 1-1. So that's a 16th foul. So we are at 8 seconds now. Hopefully we won't lose this at the last second here. We've got to be smart. Hopefully we can get us a steal. And we got a block, which he's going to be shooting the 1-1 now, which is a good call. We were out of position there. So now we're at a 1-1, and we're going to have to box out. Hopefully he misses, but if he hits both of them, we've got 5 seconds, and the clock will start once it's in play. So first one is up, knocks that one down. Right now that ties the ball game, and Coach Martin's called a timeout, so we will take one with them. We will be right back.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to Clinton County High School, home of your Bulldogs, or the Bulldogs. Monterey playing Valley High School out of Louisville, Kentucky. We are currently tied with 5.1 seconds left in this game, as that is Carter at the line. He's hit the first one at a 1-1. So now it's time to box out. Misses that one, and we have 5-4. Got to get that one off. Dylan gets it off, and we are going to overtime right now. So we're going to take us a little break, and then we'll get back and we'll get going. So we'll be right back.
First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is...
Welcome back. We are getting free basketball here at Clinton County High School. We have overtime action here. Not sure if we have any that are in foul trouble other than Randolph. And Borjas has 2, so, or 4, so we're going to have to see how we play this overtime period with couple of our guys that have overtime or fouls. So as we start this overtime, got J-Lo, Dylan, Holcomb, Randolph, Borjas, and that is going to be Flanagan, who has had, that's his first basket in quite some time, but he's been tough to stop down low. This kid he's got good size to him, and I'm sure he's a football player, but he is a very physical. And we've got a walk that's going to be called right there on Dylan. I mean, there's not sure how that one wasn't called. I don't think the Coach Martin's trying to get he's trying to get the same calls that they've been getting, and we can't get a good explanation there, so I'm not sure what's happened there. As Valley is swinging it around. I don't know how that's not a walk. And that's Borjas with the board there. And there quickly. That's Dylan taking it in there. Scores right there. Not sure. There's a lot of contact, and that should be a moving screen. But they're not. Definitely not getting any calls, as Dylan is called for stepping out of bounds on the sideline there. So as Valley is swinging it around there. And there's a steal by Holcomb. Throws it behind Dylan. And makes your score still 55-57 currently. Wildcats are down. So I'm going to think that they're going to slow it down and try to get out of here with a win, as this team only has won one game this year. They're currently 1-8 on the year, and they have a turnover there. McDonald is set to check back in. McDonald and Fowler is set to check back in. And that's going to be for Borjas and J-Lo. So Fowler inbounds it to Dylan. That's got to be a foul. And that should have been 1-2. Nothing's called there. Either way there. But basket is good by Randolph. So as Valley High School is swinging it around. That's going to be a foul. It's going to be on
That was on number 23, Drew Sorkin.
That's going to be 3 on Holcomb there. Team's 8, so we're shooting a 1-and-1, or they are shooting a 1-and-1. Trying to get explanations from referees, but, you know, it's one of those. They're not going to. The unfortunate part is they're not going to say, oh, you're right. First one is up and good by, that is Patterson. I will say this, we are definitely better than what we've played. We're a better team. We've not showed it. We've not yet hit our potential, but he hits both of those. Makes sure to score 59-57. And that's Dillon bringing it across the timeline. Over to McDonald, and there's a cut by Fowler. Backdoor cut there by Fowler, and he scores 2. Makes sure to score, ties it up with 1:18 left. They're quickly moving it around. And he calls that on Randolph. I don't know how. He's straight up, and there's going to be a technical, which is a great call. We've got to be smarter than that. We've got to be smarter than that. Because not only does he foul out, but then instead of that kid shooting a 1-and-1, now he shoots. Now we have a technical. So we've got a technical. So he'll shoot 2, and then we'll have a 1-and-1. So that's the unfortunate part about it. Got to hold your composure while you're out here. This is going to be Patterson at the line shooting. I believe they will shoot the technical first, which that should be it. And Warhorse is set to check in. So now, no, I'm sorry. You know what? It'll be the 1-and-1 was first. Now we'll shoot the technical. 2-shot technical, and then they'll get the ball back. So that's. So Patterson hits the first one, misses the second one. Now we are shooting the technical, and that's going to be Taylor shooting 2. Misses. Taylor shoots and misses the first one. Second one, misses it. So he misses both of them. Now they get to inbound it on the side over here with a 1-point lead at 1:07 left. So Valley puts the ball back into play. Now we just got to tighten up definitely and have them trapped over in the corner there. That's Carter that's trapped over there by Holcomb and Dillon, and he throws it off of Dillon. Goes out of bounds. So as they put the ball back into play. It's get tipped by McDonald. It goes out of bounds.
Good job, go!
So we've got to buckle up here. And as they are putting the ball back in play here with 48 seconds left. There's the touch foul right there, but we can't get the same thing on this other end. So now that's going to be Taylor going to the line to shoot 2. So it could have been a good foul. He missed both of them. Taylor knocks down the first one. So he hits the second one. So as Warhouse inbounds, as we are now down by 3, score is 62-59. Swinging over here to Dillon. And nothing. Got a jump ball, and we're going to keep that ball. Not sure how. No foul called, and we've got a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take it with them. We will be
Sometimes
right
the
back.
fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Welcome back to Clinton County High School, home of the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. We are currently trailing 59-62 with 30.6 seconds left.
Go, guys, gotta have a three-pointer.
We're going to have to attack this. If not get a three, get a good look, knock it down as inbound, and Dylan takes it. He's going to get called for steps again, and Fowler hits that, but unfortunately, it doesn't count. So we have Lawhorn is checking in. Lawhorn and Drew are checking in. And hopefully we can get a steal. Come down and score real quick. I mean, we're definitely not at time. Coach Martin puts Borhaus in position where he wants to be. Not sure what happened there. We lost in a transition there, and there's Drew with a quick turnover. He gets it, and then Bowden turns back over. And as they are cutting to the rim, we're not boxing out. We're not doing anything. Bowden gets it. Finally, after 2 or 3 times. And then he ends up saving it and actually goes out of bounds.
No foul.
And we are at 2 points left, or 2.0 seconds left. McDonald checks in and got to get a steal and a quick shot. 62-59. And that's going to end it right there. Your score, as we lose this one, your score is 62-59. And we are going to take a break. We will come back here shortly.
Please stay tuned for Monterey Foods mid-game scores and highlights after a word from our sponsors.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handle your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Clinton County High School, home of the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. This is Larry Jones with Monterey Sports Network. We have a game between both boys' games. So as we take a loss in that first one in overtime, your score is 62-59. Quickly go through points, and then we'll have some mid-game, and we'll come back about the fourth quarter of this game between, I believe that is Cavarna. I'm not sure how to pronounce these two teams, but I'm sure we'll have to play them. We will get we'll figure out how to pronounce them. But real quick, going through points for us: Dylan with 24, Randolph with 18. 22 is Lowhorn with 4. 10 is going to be Bowden with 2. 23, that's going to be Holcomb with 2. McDonald with 3. and Fowler with 2 to total up 59 points. We don't have anything on the other team, but we unfortunately take another loss that game should have been won in regulation as we missed too many free throws. So I'm not sure how many we missed, but we just got to do it. Let's see. Don't have it. We don't have everybody here tonight. We thank Rick for getting the stuff here, the producer, Christy Jones running the camera, and this is Larry Jones. Like I said, we'll come back. We have another game tonight as we face the home team of Clinton County, the Bulldogs here. So we will be back here shortly. We thank everybody, and we will see you guys here shortly. You guys will hear from us here shortly. For now, we're going to close this out. We will see you soon.